Y'all, grab your popcorn and holy water because this right here makes the Maury Show look like Sunday school. Karlissa, Blueface's unfiltered mama, just went ballistic on HUD trophy Bino, and when I say ballistic, I mean nuclear meltdown with Wi-Fi connection. All this chaos popped off live after DNA results allegedly dropped, hinting that Blueface might have a secret child nobody knew about. Yep, you heard my another one? The streets are louder than a Zeus network. It's reunion right now. This ain't your average family drama. This is the kind of mess that makes the Kardashians call their therapist in group chat. Karlissa's on live acting like Judge Judy with caffeine. Bino's caught in the crossfire like he accidentally walked into an episode of Love and Hip Hop, Paternity Edition, and Blueface. Man's somewhere pretending he didn't see a thing. The receipts, the shouting, the accusations it's a digital soap opera gone rogue. By the end of this story, you'll be questioning who's related to who's lying, and who's getting unfollowed next. This isn't just a scandal. It's a family implosion streamed in HD. Welcome to the chaos. If you're officially tuned in to Expose Express. It all started like any other chaotic Tuesday in the Blueface cinematic universe, you know? Where peace lasts about as long as a Snapchat story. HUD trophy Bino, Blueface's former friend turned part-time enemy turned full-time content machine, hopped on Instagram Live. At first, it was chill just vibes, music, and fans asking about his latest track. But then someone in the comments typed the 5 words that lit the match. DNA test results just dropped. Instantly, the mood changed. You could practically hear the internet gasp. The words hit Bino like a notification from the devil himself. He leaned in, squinting at the comments like he was reading the book of Revelation. And then boom! He confirmed what everyone had been whispering about for weeks. There was a DNA test floating around, allegedly connecting Blueface to a child nobody had claimed publicly. The twist? Karlissa, Blueface's mom, had apparently already seen those results within minutes. Karlissa hit go live like she was launching a breaking news conference. Except instead of calm updates, we got an emotional hurricane with Bluetooth speakers and bad lighting. Her energy was so explosive, even her Wi-Fi started buffering out of fear. She wasn't just mad, she was betrayed. Her words flew faster than TMZ could tweet. She accused Bino of spreading family business, claimed people were using her son's name for clout, and then went full mama bear mode on anyone who dared to comment sideways. But this wasn't a regular rant. This was Karlissa unleashed, every syllable dipped in drama and trauma. She started bringing up old fights, unpaid debts, and mysterious dims. You'd think this was an episode of CSI, Los Angeles. Viewers watched in real time as she tore into Bino, saying he was a fake brother who'd do anything for views. But Bino wasn't backing down. Oh no, he clapped back harder than a Twitter stan account on caffeine. Y'all always say I'm clout chasing, Bino said, grinning through the chaos. But the truth is Karlissa knew about this baby before anybody. Boom! The internet lost its collective mind. That one line turned a messy family argument into a full-blown viral inferno. Screenshots started flying across every blog page from the neighborhood talk to Hollywood Unlocked. Suddenly, everyone had an opinion. Some said Karlissa was lying to protect Blueface. Others claimed Bino was trying to destroy the Harris family from the inside. It was giving Shakespeare in the Suburbs betrayal. Loyalty and DNA all in one, within hours. TikTok detectives were piecing together timelines like FBI agents on Red Bull. They found clips of Karlissa mentioning a mystery baby months ago during another live where she hinted Blueface might have more blessings than he's ready for. Back then, nobody took her seriously, just Karlissa being Karlissa. But now, that throwaway quote was Exhibit A. Fans flooded the comments. Not Karlissa predicting her own downfall. Bino got the receipts ready. Blueface got more kids than a daycare at this point. Meanwhile, Blueface himself acted like the scandal didn't exist. The man was posting food pics and gym selfies while the internet turned his family tree into a conspiracy chart. It was giving I'll address this never. But let's rewind for a second. Why did Karlissa snap so hard? Because this wasn't just gossip, it was about control. For years, she's been the self-appointed spokesperson for the Blueface brand, commenting on everything from his girlfriends to his gigs. So when Bino, a guy she once welcomed like family, started dropping DNA hints on live streams that hit her pride like a truck. And here's where things got wild. During her rant, Karlissa accidentally confirmed something she probably shouldn't have. Between her shouting and name-calling, she said, "That girl's been trying to claim him for months. We already handled it privately." Wait, we already handled it privately. Translation, there really was a woman out there claiming Blueface as the father of her child. Whether the DNA proved it or not, Karlissa's outburst was basically an accidental confession. The internet didn't miss a beat. Within 10 minutes, clips of her slip-up hit YouTube with titles like, "Karlissa confirms Blueface baby number 3, and she said too much." Even the gossip blogs that pretend to be neutral couldn't resist. Everyone wanted in. One outlet even compared the situation to the Maury Povich show meets Zeus Network with a sprinkle of Jerry Springer. And honestly, they weren't wrong. Bino, sensing the viral momentum, doubled down. He went live again just to say, "Y'all don't believe me? Ask Karlissa herself. She told me straight up." His tone wasn't angry, was smug, calm, the way villains in movies act right before they reveal the final twist. And that's when Karlissa joined the live. It was like watching two hurricanes collide. You could feel the tension through the screen. Comments were flying so fast that chat froze. Karlissa started screaming that Bino was manipulating her words, using her family for social media clout, and disrespecting her son. Bino fired back with, "You said it. Don't backtrack now." And then the internet's favorite soundbite happened. Karlissa yelled, "I raised Blueface, not the internet," before slamming her phone down mid-rant. Boom, clip saved. Meme made. #born, #Karl. Isa vs Bino. By the end of the night, every major gossip page had reposted the clip. Edits with dramatic music, slow-motion replays, and even AI voiceovers popped up within hours. Fans were calling it the greatest live of 2025. Some even said it deserved its own Zeus Network special, DNA, The Blueface Chronicles. Behind the scenes, insiders claimed Karlissa felt blindsided. She thought Bino would never expose private conversations, especially not about something as sensitive as a paternity test. Meanwhile, Bino told his followers he was just clearing his name after months of being painted as the villain. The truth. Both of them were feeding the beast. Every shout, every screenshot, every shade comment, it all kept the internet talking. And that's what makes this saga so wild. Nobody knows the full truth. Did Bino lie? Did Karlissa panic? Is there really a secret child? What's clear is that this was no accident hit. It was a viral storm perfectly timed to explode in the middle of Blueface's never-ending circus. By the end of the first 24 hours. #BluefaceDNA and #KarlIsa Live were trending across multiple platforms. TikTok creators were reenacting the fight with wigs and captions. Twitter, or X, whatever we're calling it now, was filled with threads decoding every sentence Karlissa said. And YouTube. A dozen channels had already dropped exclusive breakdowns, claiming to have insider info. But one thing stood out above all the noise. Karlissa's pain looked real. Beneath the chaos and clout, you could hear the frustration of a mother who's lost control of her family's image. Her son's relationships are public, his finances are public, and now his alleged DNA results are too. And when Bino took that story live, it wasn't just a betrayal, it was the final straw. Still, in the world of Blueface, chaos is currency. Whether this was a genuine breakdown or a masterclass in viral marketing, one thing's for sure, the internet couldn't look away. This was just the beginning. Because as soon as people thought they'd heard it all, more evidence started surfacing. Alleged messages, old photos, even a suspicious baby picture started circulating with captions like, "Look familiar." The storm was only warming up, and Karlissa, she wasn't done swinging. The next morning, the internet woke up like it had just binge-watched a whole season of Keeping Up with the Harris family, but nobody expected the sequel to drop so fast. Karlissa's meltdown hadn't even cooled off before the next explosion hit. A new live surfaced this time from Bino himself, where he doubled down harder than ever. Forget damage control. This man wanted smoke, views, and validation all rolled into one. "Let's stop pretending," Bino began, looking straight into the camera with that fake calm tone only people with real chaos in their hearts can pull off. "Karlissa knows exactly what's going on. That test came back and it said what it said." Boom! The comments section went feral. Fire emojis, shocked faces, and conspiracy detectives flooded in. It felt less like Instagram Live and more like court TV. Ghetto edition. Karlissa wasn't staying silent. Within minutes, she joined again because of course she did. She came swinging like the mother of all cliffhangers. Her hair was tied up, her voice trembling between rage and righteousness. "Boy, you keep lying on my family and you gon' regret it. You better stop using my son's name to stay relevant. Stop using my son's name to stay relevant." And that's when Bino did the unthinkable. He pulled out a screenshot. It was a blurry, half-cropped image of a text message that allegedly came from Karlissa weeks earlier, saying, "We already know the results. Don't make it a circus." The chat erupted like a volcano. That single screenshot made people lose their collective sanity. Some shouted, "Fake." Others screamed, "Receipts don't lie." It was chaos in HD. Karlissa denied it instantly, saying the image was photoshopped. But the damage was done. You could practically hear the sound of every gossip blog updating their headlines. Karlissa caught in 4K. Even celebrities couldn't resist chiming in. Chrisean Rock dropped a subtle yet shady story post with popcorn emojis. And fans swore she was watching the madness unfold like it was pay-per-view. Then Jade and Alexis popped in with a tweet that simply said, "Truth always comes out." No names mentioned, but the internet didn't need any. They connected the dots faster than FBI agents on Red Bull. Within hours, #DNAgate was trending. YouTubers dropped reaction videos with titles like "Karlissa Exposed," and Bino's receipts just ended Blueface's legacy. One commentator even joked, "At this point, Blueface got more storylines than Empire Season 3. Meanwhile, Blueface himself decided to add his own sprinkle of chaos. He posted a single cryptic tweet. "Don't believe everything you hear. Believe what you see." Now that might sound harmless, but coming from Blueface, that was basically gasoline on an already burning mansion. Fans went into overdrive decoding it. Was he confirming the child? Denying it? Trolling everyone? Nobody knew, but everyone had an opinion. Karlissa, clearly feeling cornered, tried to regain control. She posted her own message. "These kids out here, disrespectful. I gave birth to a star, not a storyline." But instead of sympathy, the internet responded with memes. One viral post showed Karlissa holding a microphone with the caption, "Coming soon, Karlissa and Bino, the DNA Chronicles, streaming nowhere near you." That's the thing about social media once the crowd smells blood, the circus doesn't stop. Every influencer wanted a piece of the pie. Podcasts dissected the fight. TikTokers recreated it with wigs and sound effects. And fan pages started tracking who unfollowed who like they were studying national security leaks. It wasn't gossip anymore, it was an event, and just when the dust seemed to settle, the real bombshell dropped. A woman claiming to be the mystery mother went live herself. She didn't say much, just enough to ignite an inferno. "I'm not here for fame," she said softly. "I just want what's fair." That one sentence detonated across the internet like a grenade wrapped in mystery. Karlissa saw it within minutes and came back online faster than the speed of light. "That woman don't even know us," she yelled. "Anybody can say they had a baby these days. Where's the proof?" The live turned into a screaming match between Karlissa's defenders and Bino's supporters. Commenters picked sides like it was a boxing match. The hashtags evolved. Hashtag Karlissa vs. Bisa became hashtag Blueface Baby Mystery. The most chaotic part. Bino actually joined the woman's live later that night. He didn't say much, just nodded along while she talked. That simple gesture made the internet implode again. People called him Petty Picasso, the Chaos King, and even Zeus Network's next CEO. The memes were ruthless. Someone photoshopped Bino holding a DNA test kit like a Grammy. But beyond the jokes, you could sense the deeper tension, family bonds shredding live on camera. Trust melting faster than ice in the desert. Karlissa's once tight circle now looked like a broken mirror, each shard reflecting another piece of dysfunction. Fans who once laughed now started questioning if maybe this time the pain was real. Underneath the yelling and clout chasing, there was something raw, like a family tearing itself apart while millions watched. It was tragedy disguised as entertainment. Still, social media doesn't do empathy, does virality. Every scream, every screenshot became content. Within 48 hours, the story made its way to mainstream outlets. Blogs labeled it the Blueface paternity scandal. News anchors chuckled while reading Karlissa's quotes live on air. Late-night hosts even slipped in jokes about DNA tests more dramatic than a Drake diss track. Meanwhile, Bino dropped a cryptic new song snippet with the caption, "Truth in the Bloodline." It instantly hit 500,000 views in hours. Whether real or orchestrated, his numbers skyrocketed. And Karlissa, she deactivated, reactivated, and then went live again, all within a single day. Each appearance only added fuel to the fire. At one point, Karlissa's own followers begged her to stop. "Log off, sis," they screen recording everything. But she didn't. "I ain't scared of the truth," she screamed. "Let the world see." And see, they did. For 3 straight days, her lives trended across every platform. Even Blueface fans who swore they were done with the drama couldn't look away. It was messy, loud, emotional, and addictive. In a strange way, Karlissa had become the internet's favorite anti-hero. She wasn't perfect, she wasn't polished, but she was real. And in a world full of PR-trained influencers, that raw chaos was magnetic. Still, nothing could hide the bigger question. Was the DNA real or fake? Who leaked it first? Why now? Rumors spread that someone inside Blueface's circles sold the info for a check. Others claimed the test was never official, just a fan-made rumor that spiraled out of control by the end of the week. Even Blueface's legal team was allegedly getting involved. Whispers spread that cease and desist letters were drafted, trying to silence the drama. But you can't sue the internet, and you definitely can't erase a viral moment once it's embedded in meme culture. The chaos had evolved. Beyond Karlissa and Benoit became a full-blown saga, a cultural event, a mix of family betrayal, influencer theatrics, and social media addiction, all wrapped into one flaming headline. And as the story grew, so did the stakes. Everyone was waiting for the next move. Would Blueface step up and address the rumors? Or would Karlissa drop another accidental confession live? Nobody knew. But one thing was clear: the calm before the next storm never lasts long in the Blueface universe. The next act was about to hit, and the internet could already feel it. Brewing screenshots, shade posts, secret messages. Something bigger was coming, something that would shake this scandal into legend. By day 4, the internet wasn't just watching the Blueface family drama, they were living it. Memes, think pieces, and fan theories turned this saga into a full-blown cultural moment. What started as a messy argument between Karlissa and Bino had now spiraled into a viral wildfire, spreading faster than a leaked Drake diss. Everyone wanted to know one thing: was Blueface really hiding a secret child? Or was this just another chapter in Karlissa's Chaos Chronicles? The tension in the air was thicker than Jaden's lip gloss. Every influencer with a ring light was dissecting the timeline like it was the Zapruder film. Some claimed the woman with the alleged baby had DMS from Blueface. Others said it was all part of a PR stunt to promote Bino's new single. One TikTok even went viral, showing a side-by-side of the mystery baby and Blueface with the caption, "Tell me this ain't his twin, I'll wait." It got 2 million likes in 6 hours. Karlissa, meanwhile, was unraveling in real time. One minute she was denying everything, the next she was quoting Bible verses about betrayal and snakes in the grass. "The devil uses family too," she said during one of her 3 a.m. lives, pacing around her kitchen like a preacher on espresso. You could feel her anger, but underneath it, there was heartbreak. A mother watching her family name turn into trending HS Taz. Then came the curveball nobody saw coming. A verified blog dropped screenshots allegedly showing Bino texting someone close to Blueface's team, saying, "I told you, this gonna make noise." That was all it took. Suddenly, the narrative flipped. People started accusing Bino of orchestrating the entire mess just to boost his career. He clapped back instantly, saying the messages were fabricated and part of a smear campaign. But the damage was already done. Even worse, fans started turning on him. The same audience that had crowned him the truth teller now labeled him a clout soldier. You could practically hear the internet turning the page like, "Next villain, please?" Karlissa used that momentum to her advantage. She went live again, but this time, calm to calm. No yelling, no screaming, just icy clarity. "I told y'all," she said, staring straight into the camera. "These people want to make money off my son's name. They play with DNA, but they don't understand bloodline loyalty." It was one of those lines that hits like a movie quote. You could tell she'd been sitting on it, waiting for the perfect cinematic moment to drop it. And it worked. The comments went crazy with messages like "Karlissa in her villain era," and she ate with that line. But the peace didn't last. Because just as Karlissa thought she'd reclaimed control, the alleged mother posted again. This time, she shared a picture of what she claimed was the official DNA document. It was blurry, cropped, and half the info was blacked out, but that didn't matter. To the internet, it looked real enough. And in the world of online drama, perception is reality. "Now what, Karlissa?" One fan commented, "Receipts don't lie." Karlissa fired back instantly. "That's fake. They printing paperwork like they print lies." But at this point, nobody cared about truth. They cared about entertainment. The scandal had evolved past fact-checking. It was pure theater, starring a cast of real people who didn't know when to exit stage left. Even celebrity blogs that usually ignored. Blueface's family drama started picking it up. Podcasts debated whether this was a publicity stunt gone wrong or an authentic breakdown of a toxic dynamic. One host joked, "If Zeus Network doesn't buy the rights to this story, they're missing free gold." Another added, "Karlissa and Bino need a reunion special, complete with lie detectors and DNA kits on stage." And honestly, the public agreed. The chaos had transcended the internet, became a meme economy. Edits of Karlissa yelling with dramatic background music. Parodies of Bino looking innocent. Even a viral remix of Karlissa shouting, "I raised a star, not a storyline," turned into a TikTok sound trending across thousands of videos. Yet, behind all the madness, something real was breaking down. Blueface's silence was starting to look strategic. Insiders whispered that his team told him to stay out of it. Let them eat each other alive, one source claimed. But even silence has a cost. Fans began accusing him of letting his mom fight his battles. The longer he stayed quiet, the louder the speculation grew. Meanwhile, Karlissa posted cryptic messages that only fueled the flames. "Some secrets are better left in the grave," she wrote on her story, followed by a black heart emoji. That one post reignited every conspiracy theory imaginable. Was she talking about the baby? Bino, Blueface's father. Suddenly, the gossip wasn't just about DNA. It was about hidden family skeletons, and that's when the hammer dropped. Someone leaked a voice note allegedly featuring Karlissa and another woman arguing about who gets to tell the truth first. It spread like wildfire. Whether real or AI-generated didn't matter, people believed it. The scandal mutated into something beyond control. By now, Karlissa was exhausted but defiant. "Y'all can't break me," she said on one of her final lives. "The internet gone talk today, and tomorrow they'll find another victim. But I'm still standing, okay?" And that, ironically, became the perfect ending to her viral arc. The public went from mocking her to weirdly respecting her resilience. She'd been loud, messy, dramatic, but undeniably real. Meanwhile, Bino disappeared from social media for a week. When he finally returned, he posted one sentence: "They feared the truth." But the truth always wins. His followers flooded in, demanding proof, answers. Clojabot, he stayed silent after that dot. The alleged mother deleted her page entirely, adding yet another layer of mystery. Was she threatened? Paid off over it? Nobody knew. The silence was almost louder than the chaos. And as for Blue, he popped back up days later in a club video, throwing money and laughing like none of this ever happened. Classic. The internet did what it always does. Moved on to the next scandal. But the damage lingered. The Harris family name now carried a permanent tag of controversy. Karlissa became a meme legend. Bino became a symbol of clout chasing gone wrong, and Blueface, well, he stayed Blueface and bothered, unpredictable, and trending for all the wrong reasons. Still, one thing became clear through all of this. In the age of social media, truth doesn't trend. Chaos does. Karlissa's fury, Bino's receipts, and the endless lives weren't about justice or DNA. They were about dominance. Who could own the narrative faster, louder, and longer than the other? And in that game, nobody really wins. They just go viral. As the digital dust settled, fans joked that the next step should be a reality show called Who's the Real Blueface? But deep down, everyone knew this was just another chapter. Because with this family, peace is temporary but drama. That's generational. And there you have it, the Blueface DNA circus nobody saw coming, but everybody secretly enjoyed. From Karlissa's fire-breathing rants to Bino's so-called receipts. This saga had everything: betrayal, confusion, mystery babies, and WIF-fueled warfare. Honestly, this makes the Kardashians look like a calm book club. So now it's your turn. What do you think? Was Karlissa telling the truth? Or did Bino just pull the ultimate clout-chasing stunt? Drop your theories in the comments, because this story is wilder than a Zeus. Network reunion mixed with a paternity episode of Maury. And don't just type one emoji nah. I want essays, timestamps, and emotional breakdowns in those comments. Before you go, smash that like button like it owes you child support. Hit subscribe so hard that your phone files a police report. And turn on those notifications, because tomorrow, somebody else from this family is probably going to break the internet again. Here on Expose Express. We don't do boring, we do breaking. We turn celebrity chaos into cinematic madness. If there's a scandal brewing in Hollywood, trust me, we're already watching it through a magnifying glass with popcorn in hand. And remember, truth might set you free. But here, drama pays the bills, so buckle up, because in this world, secrets don't stay buried, they trend. This is Expose Express, signing off till the next explosion. And believe me, it's already loading. Expose Express, where receipts never expire and the truth always goes viral.